Älvdans is a Swedish word. It refers to the low-lying fog that rises and hangs in summer or autumn. Directly translated, it means elf dance or fairy dance, for it was once believed that the invisible folk danced along the meadows, and this was their mark on the world, fleeting, eerie, and glowing. Aries, hello and welcome to your winter 2022 shape shift reading, where we look at the shape you're shifting out of, the shape you're shifting into, and what that shape shift looks and feels like over the winter season. I'm Amanda, or Andy, of Unseen Hands Tarot. I'll be your reader today, along with the Alvorna, the Swedish elves, evoked from the beautiful new Älvdansen tarot created by Araminta and Timothy Bilek, along with novel AI and Midjourney AI technologies. So the cards in this deck, the images were created through AI scrying techniques, evoking the spirit of the Alvorna, the Swedish elves, through AI technology. And the idea being that the creator Araminta could contact the Swedish elves using the AI technology as a conduit. I'm fascinated by this deck. I can't wait to talk more with the creator to learn more about that process. When that happens, I will provide a link in the description of this video so that you can check out that conversation. But for now, let's talk with the elves about your winter shift. But let's see what we can see to start. Aries. Show us the shape shift for Aries this winter. All swords, blades in this deck. Wow. Even blades at the bottom. Okay. Let's take a look at this together. Okay, so we have the 10 of blades, the 7 of blades, and in this deck, the Lord of Blades. The 10 of blades has a keyword here called killed. The 7 of blades has a keyword deceived. Let's just sit with this for a moment. As I'm sitting and getting my own impressions, see what impressions you're getting from the cards. And then we'll see how our interpretations link up. So far, this reading seems to be about the sometimes painful difficulties of truth. There's this journey of understanding that seems to be here this winter, where perhaps this character in the deceived card is looking back on something that has ended and trying to understand more in depth what happened. Maybe there's a sense of feeling deceived in some way, deceiving yourself in some way, and wanting to understand why it ended or how it ended or what happened. There's something quite final in the 10 of blades. It's killed, it's deceived. These are past tense experiences that seem to be very much present this winter. And then something shifts when we look over here towards the Lord of Blades, where this character seems to be taking whatever information they've learned through the 7 and the 10 and reflecting that forward. So Aries, what is this about? I want to look into the Lord of Blades. Something that I really like about the way this deck is structured, and I do have a flip through, by the way, which is also linked in the video description, so you can see the full deck and the way that it's organized and outlined there. But instead of the royals, the page, knight, king, queen in the traditional tarot, Araminta has created the descendants of each suit. And so there's a son, daughter, lord, and lady of blades, and this is the Lord of Blades. The Lord of Blades is shown here as a butterfly, which is air, the air element of the Blades suit. Essentially the airy part of air. And in the guidebook, they do go into the decans a little bit, the astrological decans. It says it rules from the 21st degree of Capricorn to the 20th degree of Aquarius. So if you're into astrology and you know your birth chart, or if you don't, go to astro.com, find out about it. See what is there for you, what's present in your chart from 21 degrees Cap to 20 Aquarius, because this card could be, and the shapeshift could be speaking to that part of your chart. So in this deck, this card talks about or evokes a spirit that connects generations of family. This is a leader, a martyr, the dying god, also family vacation dad. Wow. Okay, so we're looking at ancestry, generational stuff, family stuff. And maybe, if applicable for some of you, in particular, having to do with father energy or ending up being about father energy, the more you investigate whatever this is that has happened in the past, that again has left you feeling deceived, or maybe something you thought you had killed or dealt with or was dead in some way, finished. Whatever this is that does, I think, want to be laid to rest in some sense, is helping you understand this energy in your family or in you, how it has historically expressed in your family, maybe in ways that have been not altogether transparent. Bringing this to light, at the very least, to the light of your own consciousness, can help you embody whatever this energy is that is like the leader of the family, the family vacation dad character. But it doesn't even have to be patrilineal necessarily, like literally for you. It could just talk about the character in the generations of family that carries on the lineage through strong leadership. And that character could be you, or it could be another family member that we're talking about here. But Aries, this is your reading. So who are you here? Where are you seeing your experiences shown in these 3 cards? Are you one character? Are you another? Or is this representing some sort of shift in how your family energy, your generational energy has impacted you, and how you could embody that energy moving forward? Because there is something here about uncovering necessary generational truths, maybe ones that you thought had been long buried, in order to move forward in a way that more truthfully weaves the story of your family, of your heritage, of your lineage, so that you can lead the generations forward from here in truth. This is so intense. I'm thinking about passing down knowledge and the facts that are omitted versus the truths that are disclosed and passed down to the next generations, the things that we teach the next generations, and we want them to make sure they know. Okay, Aries, before we move into fully unpacking this, I want to see if there's a major arcana spirit that could be here to help you with this shapeshift this season. Which of the major arcana spirits is here to help Aries through this winter shapeshift? Wow. The Empress. Gorgeous. This is apt. So I am going to read from the Älvdansen Tarot Guidebook Zine here. It feels like I've been looking for my whole life, but it turns out that there is no me to be found. And this candle just went out. I don't know if you can see that smoke. You know? It feels like I've been looking for my whole life, but it turns out that there is no me to be found. There's just this thing in front of me and a voice in my head telling me what to do. And then sometimes there's another voice inside my head telling me how much I don't want to do what I'm doing. But mostly I'm trying to figure out who I am. The Empress is fascinated with death as the natural counterpoint to birth, and sees all natural cycles as beautiful. She loves deeply. It is a love that defies logic. She's not talkative unless you ask her about her children. Then the spirit attached to this card loves children. This is a spirit for nurturing, nature, and motherhood. Aries, cycles of death leading or creating the openings for birth. It shows me, and this being a spirit that is interested in children, is interested in nurturing and care and giving birth to life, creating it, raising it, rearing it. I mean, this is the generational energy that's present in this shapeshift. There are questions here about how things or people have been birthed in the past, historically, maybe generationally for you, versus how you want to give birth to them moving forward with the knowledge and the agency that you now have, and the truths that you now possess that can connect you to those past generations or past lives, if that's something you explore, and how they can inform the lives you are ready to now create. I have a feeling from these cards that they look very different. The lives that you now want to create as like these two parent figures in one, Aries, as yourself. The parents you've inherited and how they have taught you to be the parent that you are today, even if that's just a parent to yourself or a parent to your creations. How are you going to rear your creations, your family, from here on? Is the question I'll leave you with. And now take deeper into the rest of this reading. So if you would like to join us for that, you can click the link in the description below, and that will take you over to the shifting space. This is the space created to hold us in these shape shifts as we move through season after season. In that space, we have a place to connect and chat and share our shift experiences with one another, as well as connect these shift experiences to the astrology that is playing out in real time. So if the shapeshift is resonating, you'd like to view the whole reading, you'd like to be part of this larger supportive shift experience for the winter season, I invite you to check out the shifting space at that link in the description below. Okay, let's see what else this Empress has to tell you, Aries.